our stuff that came out that refrigerator. We don't have enough ice. We took out the ice.
Turn on the news the other day. Some stuff happened I'm afraid to say. I can't believe the world today. How can this be? Land of the free, home of the free. It's hard to tell real from the fake. When some folks lie with a straight face.
Hey, my love bugs. It is Tuesday, October 29th. And you know I'm burning up with this complex. Okay. So anyway, as you can see a little bit in the back, I'm not showing my daughter all the way. I'm trying to clean out the refrigerator because surprisingly we get another refrigerator tomorrow. And also too, this is the third time that they had to come out, because the first time we've been here, living here over a year now. The first time our freezer, it's not the freezer, it's the refrigerator. It's freezing our stuff, freezing our food. We have sat here and turned this thing down and up. And they keep talking, and it's like, you know, it's on the recommended thing. Then they came in, and then they turned it, then the lady had turned it down. First it was down, then she turned it up to the recommended. And then it was freezing our stuff. So I didn't say nothing about it till this year. So the guy came. Again, I love my brown people. I love my brown people. I love my brown people. Oh, this is a little bit better because that was looking real dark over there. I love my brown people. Yes, I do. However, I don't understand. I don't speak Spanish, and they keep sending people, this one man that doesn't speak English, and he can barely understand me. I know poquito español. I don't know enough to have a full conversation. However, I'm not understanding. So he came in last week, and what did he do? Turn it back up to the recommended. And then he came back. Then I called today. That was last week he came in. All he did was turn up, and he said, I kind of gathered what he said, which if it's still acting like this, call back, right? Got it. So today, October 29th, you can start putting that stuff back in there. October 29th, Tuesday, I call up there. I told the broad not to even send nobody. No offense, can you send somebody to speak English? Why they gonna send the same man? Luckily, my oldest daughter is here, and she can understand it. Poquito. Why? I don't understand. Why? So he came in here. He looked in the freezer part. I'm trying to explain to him, it's not the freezer. The freezer's great. Making ice and everything. It's the refrigerator, right? Still not understanding. What did he do? Turn it down a notch or two. And then turned around and said, if it's still acting like that, call back. And I tried to call the office. You know they didn't answer the phone for me. I called twice. They wouldn't answer the phone. Why he called the manager and she answered the phone and he trying to say it. And I'm like, okay, why are you sending somebody that I don't understand what he's talking about? Then she goes, oh, well, he will translate to us when he get back to. First of all, he don't know what's going on. This is the third time. And I'm like, okay, he turned it down, which I already did that. and it's still freezing. How about cracking an egg this morning and you can't crack it because it's frozen, right? Okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay, we have put strawberries up in here. Let me show you something. Hold on, hold please. Okay, so this is a container that has strawberries in it. Why is this frozen? You not see that ice? It froze the strawberries. And it made the strawberries look like this. They frozen. We can't even eat them. I gotta hit the thing to get them out. We can't even eat these strawberries. And if you don't believe me, here's the icicle. I know you can see the icicle. It's the icicle. You can see the icicles on there, right? Okay. I'm trying to let my daughter move out the way so I can show you what he did. Hold on, hold please. Okay, you can barely see it. Okay, right here is these little 3 items, okay? You got all the way up here. This is the recommended setting. He turned it down here, right? I did that when I started seeing stuff was freezing. Then he came back and turned it back up to here. Then today he came and turned it down here. I already did that. Really? So, I did all of that to say, when he was telling the lady, she goes, okay, she's talking, you know, they talking in Spanish or whatever. I'm trying to download the English translator. I'm not trying to pay for that, okay? Anywho'ser, then what happens? Finally, I talked to her on the phone, and I'm telling her, stop sending people that that doesn't understand. They don't understand they can't speak English, okay? I'll reiterate, I love my brown people. But when you come to somebody that is a non-speaking apartment, please send somebody that only speak English, because I'm not knowing what he's saying. My daughter's poquito español. Anyway, then she goes on to, I told her this is the 3rd time, and he did the same thing. He turned it up, and then he turned it back down, and it still was freezing. I just showed you guys. I'm looking to bust it and discuss it, toe up, or whatever. This me. I was cleaning greens so I can sit here and freeze them. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. However, we're supposed to get another refrigerator tomorrow. So now we have to clean out everything. And then put it in, hopefully most of my freezer stuff that's in this freezer can fit in my deep freezer. Because, you know, I got a smaller deep freezer or whatever like that. I got a small one. So, hopefully it's going to fit. And if not, we just got to clean it out. We just got to stuff it. So, they come in tomorrow. I will be at my doctor's appointment. So, I got to take y'all with me there. But I'm going to see if Ashley, my oldest daughter, will use the camera and show, you know, get some footage with her phone or something, so that you can see, so I can see what the new refrigerator is going to look like. And I'm documenting this so they won't sit here and be like, oh, it's a new refrigerator. Bolshevik. Hold on, please. Okay, so this is the Whirlpool. White. You know, I hated it. Whirlpool. 2-door, not very demure. It's giving cheap, but the rent ain't cheap. Okay, come on now. Y'all need to do better than this. But you know, maybe the new place, whenever we get to the new place, it has stainless steel like I want. All right, people. Peace out. I'll get back to you. I'm going to have a sit down with you in a minute. Let me finish doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to talk to you about yesterday's appointment. Love you long time. Bye. Hey, love bugs. Okay, so sorry for the rant. I had to do the little rant at first about the refrigerator situation. Okay, let's talk about yesterday. Yesterday, I went in on Monday for when you get bariatric surgery, you have to do get a psych eval. I guess they need to know that you're competent, you know, that you know what you're doing, that you know why you're doing it, all the other stuff, right? But some of the questions and some of the stuff you had to do because to make sure you don't have dementia or make sure that you on point. Like literally one of her things that I had to do was like 100 minus 7 and then keep minus and get that answer and minus it again and minus. And I'm just thinking in my head, what the heck does this have to do with bariatric surgery? And then you had to answer some questions about how you feeling that today. And after I did all the questions, and then after and then I had to she had to read a story, and then I had to figure, you know, read it, tell her what she said, just for memory, to make sure I have memory. And I'm going, again, what does this have to do with bariatric surgery? Any of my subscribers that have had this surgery, did you have to go through this? Because if you did, tell me, did it go like that? Or is it just in my state? I need to know, for those that are not in Arizona, that may live in California, that may live anywhere else, any of my subscribers that basically have went through VSG, bariatric surgery, the sleeve, all that. Let me know if you had to do a psych eval and if those are some of the questions. Then when I get home, I had to answer some true and false answers. And then it's like, it was like 101 or something like that. And then it was like, what? Why? I'm trying to figure it out. But fingers crossed that I passed everything. And they will basically allow me, you know, say that I'm competent to get the surgery. Anyway, so that was that. And then so tomorrow, tomorrow's Wednesday, so I have to go back in for the results of the Lexi stress test. I'm gonna try to record as much as I can, because now since we're gonna get a new refrigerator tomorrow morning, one of us have to be at home. So my oldest daughter, she'll be at home when they come, because at the time they're trying to come, my appointment is at the same time they're trying to come, and I'm not going to let them hold off anymore. So this is enough of me ranting and raging. Give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Yvette Renee. I am so sorry. I am looking toe up. I need a haircut. So yeah, I'm on here bald-headed, bald head be here without any, you know, I need a haircut. It's like my lips just, oh my goodness, everything is just looking like, I don't have my cap on today. So I'll be wearing my cap because, honey, trust and believe, I need my haircut. I like to be bald-headed. Now, for my new subscribers that don't know, no, I'm not sick or anything like that when it comes to that. The reason why I cut my hair every day, I just started cutting it. I don't have alopecia. I'm not sick or anything like that. I had 2 cousins who passed away from cancer, and this is October, pink month, cancer month and everything like that. That's what everybody for that. Both of my cousins had passed away from cancer, one from breast cancer, the other one was, shoot, I can't remember, but it was in her uterine cancer, or I forgot what it was for her. She was young too. That's my cousin Jessica and my cousin Sheree. They both passed away from cancer back in 2014 and 2015, I want to say. 2014, 2015, or 2014, 20. Well, it was like some years ago. But when I first cut my hair, I was cutting it in for them. And I started liking it. And so, but that's why I cut it in the first place, was because of my cousins that suffered and passed away from cancer. Now I stand in unity for those that people who I don't know. This is just me. I love my bald head. I just love it. Love being bald headed, because I can put a wig on if I want to. I can put a hat on. But I'm standing in unity with those who have suffered from cancer, who has dealing with cancer, or who have lost a loved one or anything like that, or are cancer free. So that's why I have my hair cut short. So it's not, I don't have alopecia. I just need a haircut, and I like to keep it short. I love my bald head. Okay? But anyway, y'all, I love y'all long time, love bugs. I'm sorry. I'm just... All right, y'all. Like the young ones do. Gen X. Out. Hey, love bugs. I'm doing the telehealth instead of going to the doctor. So, y'all stay tuned. So I'm waiting on the doctor to come for me to do this telehealth. So, give me a minute.
So I'm working my doctor's set today.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. So the last time you saw him in September, he ordered a stress test. We wanted to see that the heart function was nice and strong, and it was supplying enough blood supply to the actual muscle itself. It looks like you had one episode of like chest pain, and just wanted to make sure that it wasn't coming from the heart.
Okay.
Okay. And tell me, any reoccurrence of that chest pain or any worsening symptoms?
No.
Good. So we did the stress test. We did the pictures before and after, and all of that looks good. You have a nice, strong heart squeeze. The blood supply is moving along the heart muscle appropriately.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So that's awesome. Those are good news.
Okay, love bugs. In case, I don't know if you guys could hear her as much, but it was like, if you can hear it, then I won't put this clip in. However, basically my heart is fine. They have cleared me, as far as if any paperwork need to be sent, I need to, let bariatric know, and they can send it to my cardiologist. The Lexi test went great. Heart is good. Everything is good. And far as they're concerned, I'm clear for surgery. So I don't know if they're going to utilize them, my cardiologist, or basically use one of their own. I don't know. Well, anyway, today is Wednesday. Hey, love bags. Looking little crusty busty. It is in the morning time. However, I was supposed to go in, but I changed it to a telehealth because it's like, I'm going to drive way over there for 15 minutes. You see how long the telehealth was. Wasn't even that long. I'm like, save my gas, okay? Anyway, we're supposed to be getting the new fridge today. And I have to come back to you guys to see if they come at 9 o'clock when they show up, and if it's, new or new used. I'm a mess, y'all. All right, love bugs. Cheers. I'm drinking tea. My stomach is a little hurting a little bit, so I'm drinking me some tea. So I'll get back to you. I'll come back to you guys. All right. Love you long time, love bugs. Bye. It is after 10 o'clock. 10, 11, 10, 12. We were told to take our stuff out of the refrigerator by 8:30. Okay, everything is out of the refrigerator. Okay, and all of our stuff is just sitting out. That can sit here and unthaw. This is all our stuff that came out that refrigerator. We don't have enough ice. We took out the ice. There's not enough ice to hold on to this. But I sure hope that none of our food expires or sit here and unthaw. Sitting out since 8:30. And then I call and they sit here talking about they on their way. Where the heck they at? It's actually 10:15. Excuse me. It's actually 10:15. Because my microwave and stove is off. It's 10:15. And all of this stuff is just still sitting out. It's a damn shame.
Flour, cabbage, green beans, greens, whatever. So any type of meat and vegetable combination is totally fine. Any type of herbs, spices, and seasonings that you normally cook with are also fine. So you don't have to worry about, I can't use mayo because I'm making a chicken salad, or I can't use butter to saute a pan. That stuff's totally fine. Obviously not an excess, but totally fine, and keep using it like you normally do. Also, cooking method, totally fine. Whatever you're doing, air fry it, grill it, bake it, as long as it's not deep fried. But anything other than that, you're pretty much good to go there too. So that's your meat and veggies. Beverages, anything that's 0 calories, 0 sugar. So we don't want to drink our calories as we're trying to lose weight. So water, herbal tea, putting fruit in your water. Those are kind of your main go-tos for hydration. Beware of things that are artificially sweetened because they still make you crave sugar. So when you taste the Crystal Light or Amigos, they don't have real sugar, but they have artificial sweetener, and your body doesn't tell the difference between the two. It just tastes sweet. So if you're still drinking those things all the time, then we're still going to crave a lot of sugar. So definitely kind of make that, not saying you can never drink it, but it shouldn't be the majority of what we're drinking. Now, after surgery, fluids must be decaffeinated. Caffeine is a diuretic. It dehydrates you. After surgery, we can't chug a water bottle because we're dehydrated. So we don't want to risk dehydration by drinking a lot of caffeine. So if you're a caffeine-aholic like I used to be, slowly wean yourself off of caffeine, whether it's 2/3 cap, half cap, whatever you have to do. It does have to be eliminated starting 2 weeks prior to surgery. Just keep that in mind, which is why we tell you this now. Okay. If you're also like I used to be, would you like some coffee with your creamer type person? Creamer is just sugar or artificial sweetener, so definitely kind of switching over, whether it's going to be, an unsweetened almond milk, a cashew milk, whether it's going to be a protein shake for your creamer instead, whatever you want to do, but just kind of get into that routine as well. But like I said, it's a process. I know. Carbonation free after surgery, because carbonation puts bubbles in your stomach, and we just made it smaller. So that's the opposite of what we're going to do. And then alcohol free for the first year after surgery, because 1, your stomach's going to digest it differently. It'll be a very cheap date. 2, we want to make sure that we're getting into our weight loss goal before we start adding alcohol back into the mix. Okay. So that's kind of your fluid goals there. Questions on that grain category? Perfect. All right. Yellow. So yellow category is where you get your carbs from. So we mentioned getting in our 50 grams or less of our net carbs per day. So that comes from your fruit, beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, dairy products. So when you're using your app to track your food, to say, okay, I had a cup of strawberries. It's going to give you 8 to 10 carbs. No biggie, stuff 40 left for the day. Compared to if you do something like a banana, that's 25, 30 carbs. Now there's only 20 left a day. So not saying you can't eat a banana or you can't eat those things. You just don't want to eat 10 bananas because that's going to take us over on our carbs. But I'd rather you eat more fruit and go over on your carbs to get that sweetness in than do cookie candy cake. So making those healthier choices for the majority of the time. And then our red category are things that we're trying to stay away from, which is usually a majority of what we eat right now to begin with. Not a bad thing, just what it is. All of our grains and starches are in this first column here. We grew up with the food pyramid, and that was the biggest part of the pyramid. But then we all started to look like pyramids because that's not what it's supposed to be when we're losing weight. So definitely all your bread, pasta, rice, cereal, oatmeal, tortillas, that type of thing. Those things aren't bad for you. This is not the bad food list. These are just foods that are not going to help us lose weight. Because unfortunately, there's a difference between eating healthy versus eating for weight loss. They're two separate things. It's this whole first column is all of our grains. Oatmeal's on here. Everybody's like, oatmeal's healthy for you. I'm like, yes, oatmeal is healthy for you. But it's not going to help you lose weight. So that's kind of where we get the difference between eating healthy versus right now we're eating for weight loss and we're preparing for surgery in addition to that. It's a little bit of a difference.
We tell right from